Good morning. And so we are studying in class in James, and I was doing my studying this morning and I thought it was a good reminder. And so we are anchored in Christ. And so we're in James 1. And if you've not read James, go read James. It's a quick read. It's 5 chapters. Yes, you could spend a ton of time in James, but just listen. And so if we are anchored in Christ, and so we're in the middle of a storm, we're in the middle of this season where we're just being blown and we have all these things. And so we anchor to Christ. And so we hold on to an anchor. We're in Christ. We're in the middle of the storm. We're going to waver the storm together. But what happens if we are in a storm and we're anchored to the wrong thing? And so if we are anchored to toxic relationships, if we're anchored to habits, if we're anchored to convictions and all these certain things. And so my question to you today is, what are you anchored to that's holding you in the wrong place? And so oftentimes we're trying to get out of a situation and we can't, we're stuck. And so the anchors that we're holding onto are keeping you. And so the only anchor that we need to carry is Jesus. And so that he is the same God as he was, with Abraham and Moses. And so the anchoring in faith, knowing that he is never changing and he is going to be the one to hold us through every storm. But oftentimes whenever we're in a storm, we grab onto so many different things and it's usually the wrong thing. And then just like Lot's wife, she was going through a storm and she was never meant to stay there, but she looked back. And so whenever we look back on situations, we grab on to something and it anchors us there. She got turned into a pillar of salt. But in that same instance, I just think that's so interesting of how the Lord spoke this morning on what situations are we stuck in because we are anchored to the wrong thing. Food for thought. Have an amazing Sunday.